guys, Robert here with the Piston Slap channel, and welcome to 2020. First video of the year for me. I've kind of taken a break and just been exploring different avenues. I haven't stopped riding bikes at all. I mean, I did over the winter, and as you can see, it's still winter. We're actually heading out to the desert. And first for me is a actual ride with big adventure bikes. I say lots of adventure bikes, but it's not. It's a big group for me because usually it's just Tyler and I going out on a ride. And he asked me the other day, he goes, "Want to go for a ride with these other guys?" I had nothing going on, so I'm like, you know what? Let's break the mold and blow the cobwebs out of the old Tiger. You guys haven't seen this bike in some time. I just still have it. It's still green. And it still had the old fuel from the last time I think you guys even seen it on a video. Today's loop is going to be just kind of a rehash of, well, basically last year, if you guys were following me. When I was actually on the Tiger at the beginning of the year, we did Doyle Cabin, we did one of the ICBM or Falcon missile bases or something like that. And then we're going to come back. So we did that last year, but we added in Bruno Canyon Overlook, which I don't think we're going to do that today. And yeah, so stick around. I'll flip you guys back on when we get out into some dirt. You know, this blacktop. I mean, while it is exciting, it kind of gets mundane. All right. Well, we're heading out Pleasant Valley Road. That's where we're at right now, and it's dirt. It's a washboarded dirt road, you know, my favorite to ride on. And we're in a military training area, so we got to kind of stick to the roads and stuff like that. Looks like we're going to start dropping some speed and picking up some dust. My favorite, vitamin D. It's been a while since I've had that. Still just a long, straight dirt road is kind of what it is out here. So, getting into a little bit of a topic, something that I do every year when I first get on the bike, first ride of the year. And this is kind of a first ride moving forward, and as I progress through the year, is I treat the first ride like I've never been on the bike before. Just really cautious, maybe even overly cautious, mainly because, you know, it's like if you do something every single day, like brush your teeth, you kind of get that muscle memory of how far to jam the toothbrush to the back of your throat before you actually impale yourself with it. Same thing with a bike is, you know, if you're doing it every day, you know how far you can lean that bike over before, you know, traction starts to become an issue, or your riding skill starts to run out and you find yourself in a ditch. Moving on with that, because I don't ride every single day, especially this bike, and you know, taking a big break like I did this year from I think is right around September to almost March, going, you know, basically transitioning from the DRZ to this, you know, but there was nothing in between. I haven't been in the saddle. That it feels a little foreign, you know, like I'm a little bit rusty. So I try to do my best and just kind of keep that mindset that I'm a little new at it, and just work up to it. Don't be like, you know, 400 miles an hour into it, and, you know, I mean, you don't have to listen to me, you can do whatever you want, but I say it about, I don't know, every riding season. I say it at the beginning of every riding season. It's my favorite rocky, marbly crap. So that's always my my kind of catch-22 for everybody is, you know, if I could say one thing that would try to help you out, Mr. Off-Road mode here. Is just to warm up to it. You know, you guys on the southern side of the hemisphere, you're coming out to the end of your riding season. There are, you know, and don't knock it. I know there's guys that ride year round. So for the guys that ride year round, you know, this isn't really for them. Or that topic anyway, isn't really for them. Wow. Should have dialed down the suspension a little bit. Maybe turned off my blinker. This is for those guys like you and me that, you know, gave it a break. Put the bike up for the winter. And this is for all motorcycles. This isn't just adventure bikes and dirt bikes. This is sport bikes, cruisers, everything in between. At least that's how I feel about it. How you feel about it? I mean, it is your bike. Do what you want. Just kind of like a pro tip kind of thing. But that would, I guess, that would make it that I would have to be a pro, and I'm not a pro. I'm as amateur as it comes. I just, you know, I heard a guy once say, calculated risks. Snow, yucky, go away. Alright, well, I'm going to just kind of sit back and enjoy the winding road and chat with you guys as we go. So, trying a different route into Doyle Cabin. Last time we stayed on the dirt road, the main dirt road. Pick up a lower gear that actually is a little bit more intuitive to what I'm doing. Sixth gear, just I don't know if it's going to have enough torque to get me out of what I'm doing. Out here in the Oahe area. I think it's Oahe County anyway. But the deserts of Idaho. And I love the desert, don't get me wrong. And we've talked about this in the past. I'm more of a Mojave Desert. California, Arizona. That's my kind of desert. This desert's, I don't know. I guess it doesn't do it for me quite as much as the other one. Little cow bombs. Cow pies everywhere. So let's end that one with you know what we're talking about, getting warmed up and everything for the beginning of the season, and let's drop into our next little what have I been up to. Where's Ellen going? Huh? think this is how we're gonna get lost and turned around. Always wanted to ride a wash with my big bike. I think we're on a race course. I saw him going down the road back there. I didn't know if you were following.
I thought I guess I missed a turn.
So when you dropped in the wash and you went left,
yeah,
they continued straight on the road on the other side.
Damn it.
That's all right. I'm like following you. I'm like, yes, you know something I don't know.
I don't. I've only been out like that way like once.
Yeah, I've never been that way. We took the road last time.
Shit. Okay.
So yeah, just I guess we turn around and head back to that.
Yeah. Dang it.
I think we're on the, I think it's like the Oriental 100 or 200. I think this is the racetrack.
I saw those flags and stuff and I was like, something's wrong.
That's my first time being in a wash with the big bike.
Yeah, fun, huh?
It's all right.
Not bad. Good. Okay. I guess I'll turn around.
All right, yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. Little adventure. She don't like that. Got it?
Holy crap.
All right, after that little adventurous detour, we are heading to Doyle Cabin still. And what did I want to talk to you? Oh, so what I was doing in the off season of riding motorcycles, and something that I've gotten into. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, but maybe I should have. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. But I started using my editing and video gaming PC for mining cryptocurrencies. So that's something, that my computer just sits up there and runs all the time. So I figured, why not put it to work while it's sitting there? I mean, if it's not editing video for you guys, and then those videos being monetized through YouTube and getting paid out that way, when it's just sitting up there running, why not have it do some work and make a little extra coin? And I can tell you that the off-road mode, we need like a sand mode or something on this for the Tiger. That would be awesome, because it blows in the sand when you're trying to take off. And for those of you that ride dirt bike, it's just kind of like imagining like you go to like kind of just get that tire up and going so you can get moving, and then the computer goes, not today, we're just going to give you a quarter throttle or maybe a little less. So I need to go in and set my rider mode up to just turn it off all the way, especially if we're going to be in sand. It just doesn't like it, and I ain't having it. I like it, if you know what I mean. So the off-road mode, to me, I don't know, this is kind of going everywhere today. You know, first we talk about, you know, first setting up and getting yourself used to the bike for the first of the season, what I've been doing with my PC, and then from there we're going into a partial review of the off-road mode on the Triumph Tiger, which, I mean, it's very, very motorcycle related for the MotoVlog. The cryptocurrency isn't so much, but the off-road mode, the off-road mode is, yeah, it's like a pipe dream of some engineer thinking, you know, we're going to still limit the output of the motor. You know, and I get it, you know, you want to kind of keep the back end in check a little bit, but maybe it needed like a two-step for that off-road mode, like an off-road mode and then a really, really off-road, like you're out in the wash and you need this motor to do what it's told to do, not you know, some idea of an engineer going, oh, you know, we don't want them to slip the tire that much because this is happening. Yeah, if I want to twist this thing, I want to twist it. I want it to go. But that's where the rider mode is, I guess you could say. You could turn all that fun stuff off and on. So anyway, I'm going to shut my mouth and you guys can, I don't know, do whatever. Sit here and watch the video, I guess. Mr. Tyler Rue on his street tires out here in the sand and dirt. Fun, fun. So trying to figure out how to turn this off. I've got it on the rider mode and everything turned off, and it just, I don't know. It's being redonkulous. That makes sense. All right, let's try not to crash the bike. Yeah, see, I got it off. Look at that, wide open before we wreck it. See the little traction control light flash, and it's just like, yep, thanks for playing. Gives you a little bit more in off-road mode, but not much. I mean, Alright, so little update on the I'm an idiot. I was like, God, I can't get this traction control. Watch. Now it's there. Yeah. Alright, so it's hard to see through the dust, but I thought I was going into my custom setup for rider mode with all my stuff turned off, and I'm like, why the heck is it still intervening? Well, that time I was trying it out, I was actually in road mode, which is like why it's kicking into the traction control and all that stuff, even though I'm like, God, it says it's off, but why is it not off? I mean, I'm not an idiot. I could tell that it's on. You twist the throttle and it goes and then just falls on its face. Oh, okay, I guess we're going this way. So now I'm happy again. Now I'm not thinking like my bike's a big POS. I'm not saying my bike's a POS. I'm just saying that. Huh. That works way better. Well, it's hard to read through the dust, man. I couldn't tell if I was rider or road. They look the same. Right. All right, so we're at Doyle's Cabin, and actually we're leaving right now. And now we're heading to a missile silo that's only 5 minutes away, which doesn't sound like the missile silo that I've gone to, because the missile silo we went to last year was probably an hour. But he says a 5-minute detour, so I don't know exactly what the deal is on that. So apparently there's a silo right here. Oh, you wouldn't have thought this would be a silo. Ding, fries are done. Nice little hill climb.